about the basics of making an agentic graph. So till this point, we have learned how to execute a simple graph, state management, memory management. You can follow the previous session if you're new to this channel. Now, what we are going to do is create an agent and give it two tools. First one is calculator one, a calculator which takes a string literal and do the simple calculation. This is our custom tool, and one tool which is from Langchain community, DuckDuckGo, that will do internet search for us, and we'll define it in a tool array, and we'll just have to call dot bind tools on the Azure Chat OpenAI model. So that way, what we are saying is we are passing these two tools, and our model should have this information. Our state is very simple this time. It only contains the messages, and subsequent messages will get added as we receive them from multiple stages. So it's a very simple model node. It takes the state and it runs the state. It takes the state message, invokes our model, and then it returns the message, whatever be the response. Then it builds the state graph, add the model node, then it also add a tool node. See, this is important here. The previous code, it was same, just that we have not added the tools as an explicit node. Now you'll see what is going to happen. We are going to start and go to the model. Start node goes to the model, and then there is a conditional edge. Model can go take the route to the tool condition, and then tool can route to the model. So this is where, if model thinks that it needs to pick certain tool, then it is going to take that route. Then from there we'll build the compiler, and this tool condition you can import from the LangGraph pre-built tool condition. From there itself you'll get the tool node. From there you compile this, and let's ask the question as how old was the second president of India when he died, and let's run it and see if we are getting the response. The second president of India was Dr. Sarvepalli Ramakrishna. Was born on 5th September. He died on 17th April 1975. Now, this is information that we got. And this is how, because it has bind the tool, it had called the DuckDuckGo to receive the information, and then from that information it constructed a final answer for us. Sorry for that. Now you might be asking, what if I want to force my model to use a certain tools whenever it receives a query? So because we want a control over calling the tools. In that case, we'll need to do some modification, which we'll see. So let's define. We'll keep everything same, and let's define we'll define a function which is, let's name it first model, and we'll pass this state, and it also returns the state, and we'll extract the query. What is the state message? The last one, the context, the content of the last message. So it could be the AI message, or human, it will be, in most of the cases it will be AI message. Then we can enforce here search tool call, and then we can make a tool call, and we can force it. So let's first import this. I think it will be you can find this tool call in Langchain core messages. There is the tool call, and this is enforcing it to make a tool call, and then in the tool call we'll have to define which tool. So we have our tool as DuckDuckGo search, and in the arguments what it takes the query and will pass the query, and second thing that we need to pass is the ID. So let's give it an ID is UUID 4 dot x. Perfect. And now return the message as AI message. We'll also need to import. Let's go there, AI message, and when we are making the tool call, since we know what needs to be passed, we can keep the context as empty, and there is one called tool calls. Here we can pass search tool call. Perfect. Now when we are going in the state graph, we'll need to add one more node as builder dot add node, and here we can define first model as the first model, then model node, tool node. Start will send this to first model because we want to enforce our model to make the tool call. Then the first model will go to tools node. So here we are removing the uncertainty. Now it will be a simple edge. First model will go to tools, and then we can build a dot add conditional edge. Here we can pass the model or tool condition, and then tool will go to the model. This is going to build it. Now this time when we are calling this, hopefully we'll see it. This time it has used the this time it has called the tool, but it was not able to find results. So what happened is, like, for this query it was not able to find any answer. Let's ask another query. Who won the last India versus Pakistan match. Today is date, time, dot, date, date, time, dot, now. Let's see if it gives an answer. So another also, do you want the result of the match finish? Which do you prefer? So it has taken it. Tool message is February 2025. Try deleting all. So it's hallucinating a bit, but yeah, it's trying to call the DuckDuckGo. This is what brute forcing is. Here, what the important things is, we have not instructed the model how to use the tool properly, and that's why it is happening. But just to give you an idea, like this is how it's going to work when you're building a agent. But we just wanted to make you aware with the syntax. In the next upcoming session, we are going to do this full-fledged with in-memory vector store and many multiple tools for a model to select, and from there we'll carry on and we'll build our robust systems. Thank you.